They've whispered your name into the dark for years, afraid you'd hear the truth too soon. Your soulmate saw your suffering and still stayed silent. Ask yourself why. They carry a truth that would wreck the world you built to survive. A secret lives behind their smile, one only your soul is brave enough to hear. What they buried was never dead. It's moving toward you now. You thought they abandoned you. The truth is, they were protecting something holy. You don't know the full story, but your spirit does. Their love didn't leave. It transformed into silence because words would have destroyed you then. The secret isn't betrayal. It's how much they loved you while pretending not to. They ache with every memory you've tried to forget. You thought it was rejection. It was mercy. Their eyes still carry the night they almost told you. They swore never to reveal it, but God is loosening their tongue. The reason they ran is buried inside your name. You met them in this life to unlock what they failed to say in the last. They are haunted by the moment they chose silence over you. When they tell you, your knees will buckle, but so will every lie you've believed. The secret? You were always the one. There's a letter they never sent. It's stained in tears that belong to your soul. Not even time could quiet the secret burning between your names. They rehearsed their confession in every dream where you stayed. The silence is sacred, but the truth is thunder. When you remember what they forgot to say, it will all make sense. You left, but they never stopped writing your name in prayer. They wanted to wait until you could handle the truth. But God said it's time. They almost died with it, but your love resurrected their courage. The secret isn't dark. It's divine, but it had to hurt first. They watched you walk away, holding the truth like a crucifix. You were never wrong. They just weren't ready to confess. If you knew what they carry, you'd run into their arms, not away. You think it's over, but the truth will bring you back. They've wept in silence for what they couldn't say aloud. They broke their own heart so you could heal yours. What they know about you would ruin any other love. The ache in your chest? That's their secret waking up inside you. They left you clues in every goodbye. Their silence was never punishment, it was protection. The secret is older than this life, but you'll hear it in this one. They still remember the sound of your soul before the world touched it. They wrote you into every version of their future, and then hid it. You already know, but your heart's been too afraid to believe it. They carry a version of you you've forgotten. The day they speak, the past will melt in your hands like candle wax. They stayed away to keep you pure. This is not obsession. It's unfinished grace. The love they hid from you is still shaping their suffering. You don't miss them. You miss the part of yourself they held sacred. The secret isn't what they did. It's what they felt while doing it. God's about to make them confess. Your spirit already knows the words. If this touched your soul, don't scroll, comment your favorite quote, and subscribe for more. They prayed God would erase their feelings. He answered by sending them back to you. They lied to everyone, but their tears told the truth. You were never just a chapter. You were the unfinished ending. The night they left, they begged the stars to keep you safe. Their silence was loud because it echoed with everything they couldn't say. They made peace with losing you until your name returned in a dream. You felt the shift. That was them choosing you in secret. They almost told you when your hand brushed theirs, but fear swallowed them whole. Their secret isn't a sin. It's a vow. God didn't let them forget. That was mercy. They didn't betray you. They betrayed their need to hide. The secret is burning holes in their sleep. They never said goodbye. That's how you know it wasn't real. You think you're forgotten. You're actually the only thing they remember clearly. The guilt they carry was born the moment they denied your love. They almost married someone else, but your name kept showing up. They are being broken open by the truth they buried for you. You were the only one who saw their soul, and it terrified them. They hear your laugh in places you've never been. The secret? You were their miracle before they believed in miracles. You thought they ghosted. No, your love scared their darkness into silence. They never stopped hoping you'd come back before they had to speak. They practiced saying your name again, but their voice cracked on the third syllable. You were their lifeline, but they pretended you were a lesson. You're about to hear what your soul waited lifetimes to remember. They pretended to love another, but that love never answered them back. The truth will come through their tears, not their lips. They remember the exact breath you took when you last said, "I love you." Their secret? You are the only person who ever made them believe in redemption. They carry a scar, shaped like your goodbye. They were warned you'd ruin them. Instead, you woke them. They didn't think someone like you could be real. That's why they hid. You were never just a lover. You were a divine interruption. They covered up their love in fear, but God is peeling the layers now. Your presence was too holy for their unhealed hands. The secret is not that they loved you, but how much they still do. They know they have to tell you. It's eating them alive. They chose comfort over truth, but the ache never left. They asked God to remove their feelings. He gave them visions of you instead. There's something they never said, and it's about to free you both. Your name feels like punishment, but it was always their prayer. You felt them shift. That was the moment they stopped running. They had to lose everything to realize you were everything. Their voice may tremble, but the truth will roar. The real story was never told. It lives in the pauses between your names. You became the reason they wanted to become someone honest. You were the only thing that ever made them want to stay. They wear a mask, but you remember the soul behind it. They ran from love, not from you. But you were love. You never asked for the truth, but it's coming for you anyway. They stitched your memory into every silence. You wonder why you still dream of them. They haven't stopped visiting you in spirit. They carry 1,000 versions of you, all of them sacred. You felt the shift. That wasn't grief. That was soul recognition. The weight in your chest, that's their truth trying to reach you. Their silence is about to break. So is your doubt. Their secret is coded in the timing, divine, delayed, but destined. You were never meant to forget. That's why it still hurts. They lied to protect a love too divine for this world. They rehearsed the truth, then swallowed it. It's still stuck in their throat. The day they confess will be the day your life realigns. What they've hidden could heal every wound you blamed yourself for. They didn't choose wrong. They just weren't brave enough to choose right. You were their home. They left out of fear, not because you weren't enough. They asked God if you still think about them. That's why this message found you. The storm inside them is your name unanswered. You loved them deeply. They loved you silently. Their love was real, but their fear was louder.